Hello everybody. Today we're going to take a quick look at the 2015 Maisto catalog. This catalog features some new models and some existing models that are now offered with different paint schemes or decals or whatnot. What we noticed in the beginning of this catalog is that Maisto is introducing a new, as they call it, 118 exclusive series. These are new for 2015, and these models offer higher detail for the discerning collector, as they put it. So I think that this is kind of what a lot of us budget model car collectors were really looking for, was some, more detail in those Maisto models, maybe some higher end models. So it looks like they're finally trying to deliver some of those geared towards higher end model car collectors. We'll have to see about prices. I'm not sure if these will be much more than the existing models or not. But other than that, it looks like these cars are mostly the same as the other series models. You do have a unique collector's box, as they put it, and just higher detail overall. So to kick off the series, they got a 2014 Corvette Stingray Z51, and that looks like an actual picture of the model, which looks pretty nice, very similar to the other model that they're offering right now, the C7. And two other models, so a 2015 Ford Mustang Gt 50th Anniversary Edition and a Mercedes-Benz Amg Gt. These two images are just sort of generic stock images. They're not showing any pictures of the real models yet. So those three models are going to be the forefront of this new 118 exclusive series, which is very exciting. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Next we have 118 Premier Edition for 2015. Now a lot of these models are existing models that have been produced, some of them for years. What we do notice is we have a new Audi R8 GT offered in black, so this particular model is just offered in a new color. We've got the usual Audi series here, Jeeps. There's a new Jeep Rescue Concept Tactical Edition that's coming out with a SWAT badge on the side, which looks pretty cool. And we also have a new 2015 Ford Mustang GT police car, just like the other GT police model, or other GT Mustang model, rather, that they produce. And as far as that goes, everything else is the same. These are all models that have been in production for quite some time now. On the next page, we have a new model. This is a Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Coupe, which looks very cool, especially for you classic car lovers. And yeah, the rest of the Mercedes cars from last year. Oh, and then we do have that Mercedes-Benz Amg Gt. This is Premier Edition. I really don't know if there's going to be a difference between the GT here that's offered in the exclusive edition or the Premier Edition or the Special Edition. We'll just have to wait and see if there's really a difference between these when that car comes out. Next we have the 118 Special Edition series for 2015. And these models are fairly similar than the last. A lot of reruns. As you can see, this entire page is just cars that have been in production for quite some time. You got your regular BMWs here, some American muscle cars. One thing that I'm looking forward to at the exclusive series is maybe with some of those cars, if applicable, where you have back doors that don't open, maybe they'll fix that and offer rear doors that open or hatches that previously wouldn't open. Just to add a degree of realism, that would be very, very nice. Next page, we've got a 2014 Corvette Stingray Z51 in addition to the existing Stingray model that's offered in white and a matte blue color, and a 1971 Datsun 240Z with a new color as well as blue. Also a new Camaro. So we, in the recent auto show, we saw the unveiling of the all-new Camaro, which I like. I think it looks like a pretty nice car. So Maisto's going to soon unveil their die-cast model. They probably kept it hidden just because this catalog probably came out before that auto show. And we have, here's another little classic car, 1963 Dodge 330. That's a new model. And other than that, these are all new. Oh, there's a new color offered for the SRT Viper GTS, a matte green, which is interesting. These are all existing with some Citroens here, some little oddities, you know, concepts like the Ford GT 90, which never saw production, but just interesting vehicles down here. Next page, yeah, a lot of similar vehicles. The Ford Mustang GT is no longer a new model. It's just sort of thrown in with the others. And a lot of these are the same, except we got a new Jeep Wrangler hidden down here with an interesting paint scheme. It's available in yellow and red. I really like that paint scheme, the black and red. I think that's a very bold color combo. I like that a lot. And on the next page, we got a couple new models here. We've got a new Mercedes-Benz Sl 500 convertible, new color rather. 55 Mercedes-Benz 300S, and a 67 Mercedes-Benz 280 SE, and a Mercedes-Benz 190 SL. So some more classic old Mercedes models coming out for Mercedes fans. Those look like some very interesting models. Looking forward to that. Other than that, these are all reruns. There's a little Porsche 550 Spider. It's always an interesting car. On the next page, we've got, yeah, just more reruns. Some German automakers here, and Shelby, and Studebaker, and the Little Smart for 2, and the Beetle. So that's that. Now, next up we have 124 scale special edition for 2015. I'm not primarily a 124 scale model car collector, although I do have a number of model cars in this scale. Some of these cars are identical to the 1/18 scale ones, just in different scales, but some of them aren't available in 1/18. So I think it's definitely worth checking out. If there's a particular car you're looking for, you should definitely look at 124 scale as well. What they have here is a 65 Chevrolet El Camino in scale 125. So, you know, a lot of these cars aren't exactly 124, especially like the large truck models and whatnot. They're quite smaller, even 128 or 129s. So there's a new model there. Yeah, the Chevrolet Silverado is 127, so that's significantly smaller than it should be for this particular section. And there's a 1970 Corvette is available in 124, so I don't think that's available in 118 either. Okay, so yeah, here's some more models. Some, yeah, the old police Camaro. Corvette Stingray Convertible. This is not available in 118. You can't get the convertible model. You just get the regular coupe, rather. And the Corvette Z06. Yeah, there's like a Z51 that's for 118, but this is unique for 124. And then, of course, that new Camaro that we saw. You know, there's nothing to really see yet, but we'll definitely see that soon. That'll be on the list of cars that we'll probably see this summer, and then, you know, most likely for sure this holiday season. We've got some new, more cars here, some trucks. It would really be nice to see some more 1/18 scale trucks. It seems like Maisto has avoided producing those just because of the sheer size. If you produce a 1/18 scale model, it tends to get really big. But they're awesome. I think they're really cool. There's an old Ford Mighty F350 Super Duty. This is like a 2001 or 2002 concept, so that's been out for a long time. And some Mustangs down here, some more Jeeps, an Infiniti FX45, which I've never seen a 1/18 scale Maisto Infiniti. Usually Kyosho manufacturers or Auto Art manufacturers, that type of thing. And then we have a Ford F-150 Super Cruise. This is the all-new 2015-2016 Ford F-150, I believe. That's not available in 1/18 either, so that's definitely a unique car. Here we've got some more. We've got an old Diablo. It's pretty cool. Aventador, Gallardo, Polizia LP 564 rather. Murcielago, yeah. Aventador Roadster, the Huracan, police, and regular livery. So interesting cars there. Yeah, and then the Mercedes-Benz Amg Gt, just available in a lot of different variations. We'll have to see how different all those variations are when it comes out. And then the last slide of this this series, we just got some existing models, some Porsches. And some of these models, you really got to be careful. The quality is really not impressive sometimes, especially when you're dealing with this scale. A lot of times, it's kind of a hit or miss with quality. I'm just going to go through this really fast. This is all 124 scale All-Stars, so these are similar cars to the ones that we saw in the last couple slides, but they're available with different wheels, sort of like a Dub City counterpart of Maisto is what I would compare it to. Okay, so yeah, the Ford Mustang GT with stripes looks pretty nice. Also a Hummer concept down there, just sort of thrown in there. It looks like a little bit of a misfit. Okay, here we go. We have a Nissan GTR 124, Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Roadster. Okay, this is the first time I'm looking at this, so I'm kind of getting a look. I didn't notice those last time, so interesting. Yeah, and then some little transport series vehicles, you know, other cars that have kind of been produced before. And yeah, more of these. So these are all 164, very, very small models. So here, next we come up to motorcycles. I'm not a motorcycle specialist in any way, shape, or form, so I'm just going to briefly go through this. Again, if you guys want to check out this catalog, the link is in the description below. Go ahead and check it out. Definitely keep note of things you like. Highlight a few things that you think you would definitely want to potentially keep, or pick up at the store later on this year. So we've got some interesting Harley-Davidson cars, existing Harley-Davidson reruns with new Mustang GT available with that Harley-Davidson paint job. Some interesting cars there. Yeah, just more motorcycles. Maisto really has a fantastic motorcycle collection, it seems. I haven't really seen other companies produce this many different variations of motorcycles in Scale 118. Next up, we have Assembly Line 2015. Now, this is what I'm really excited about because this series offers assembly line models not just in 124 scale like previously, but 118 scale. So they're actually offering these build-it-yourself models in 118 scale. So that's pretty exciting. And the exciting thing about this is that they have looks like a new deal with Ferrari. So they're producing the F50, the 348 TS again, 550 Maranello, just the Laferrari, just a lot of old and new Ferrari models that have been discontinued for some time, or they're just bringing out. This LaFerrari picture here looks like just a stock photo. It doesn't look like we're looking at the real car yet. Yeah. So these are just snapped together and screwed together. So they actually provide a screwdriver for you, but there's no glue or paint needed, which is a bonus. I've played around with some of the Revell models before in the past, and some of them just don't come out too well, and it's a little stressful when you're dealing with spray paint and all that. Just as a perfectionist, it's kind of hard to get it just how you like it. Yeah, so LaFerrari here, and this is scale 124, so they're only producing a couple 118 scale ones, but they've got some 124 scale ones here like they've been producing already. Yeah, the F50s, F430s, just a whole slew of Ferraris, F12 Berlineretta, 458 Italia. Maybe we'll see the 488 sometime soon. Yeah, so one thing we see is just the general assembly line series is kind of branching out with new models and that new scale, which is exciting. So we've got the new Corvette Stingrays available now, and that new El Camino, which is pretty interesting, available through the assembly line series, and the new F-150. So definitely a lot of new models being added to this series. So, yeah, on the next slide we have more motorcycles. That we do have some of those motorcycles that you can snap together, the paint-free, glue-free models that are pretty nice. And some more Harley-Davidson motorcycles. A couple new ones here, it looks like. And then we come on to the playsets here. These are just some generic playsets that Maisto offers, and a bunch of very small scale cars. Now, I have seen a number of these models in person, these very small Matchbox Hot Wheels sized models that Maisto offers. And I have to say they aren't that impressive, actually. I think that you would be probably more impressed going for a Matchbox or a Hot Wheels model. These just seem cheap, and the build quality isn't so great. We got some more of those and some construction equipment and racing stuff. Yeah, Power Racer series as well. Those Power Racer models, apparently they have pullback motors, and those are all 4.5, approximately 4.5 inches long, so pretty small. The little Chevrolet Silverado there that's new. And yeah, a whole series of those. They actually have that little Nissan Cube. That's funny. It's a very unusual vehicle if you've seen it. Definitely different than most other vehicles you see on the road. Pretty fun. And military stuff as well, monster trucks. And they have new military equipment as well. These vehicles are approximately 3 inches long. Okay, so these are a good size. Those wheels right there are not, they don't look very battle worthy. That's funny. But yeah, they've got some tanks and some more military play sets and aircraft as well, and some retail stuff as well. And that's it. So that's the end of the catalog. I really encourage you guys to check this out. Again, the link is in the description below, just because I did speed through some things, and I mainly had emphasis on the larger scale 118 models. But yeah, check this out. Definitely maybe consider printing it out, or parts of it at least, and highlight some of the models that you are interested in or might think you'll purchase perhaps for a friend or yourself, whoever's interested, because these are, a lot of these new ones in particular will hit the shelves this summer, and definitely this holiday season as well. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and comment below if you have any questions. Thank you.